on this week's episode of Live Large.
I'll show you how to do a standing push press, which is the equivalent of a seated barbell press, with a little more momentum involved, a little more backward lean. That's explosive. So the idea here is to just incorporate fast twitch motor fibers, fire up the nervous system. This is something you might think about doing at the beginning of your workout, after you've warmed up, of course.
Welcome to Ask Vince, and on behalf of Flav and I, welcome to our new home as well.
Our first question comes from Juan. He asks, what are your thoughts on fasting such as the 16-8 fast in terms of lean bulking for fat loss from a bodybuilder's perspective?
Okay, cool. First off, if your goal is to grow muscle, you need to be in a caloric surplus. When you eat 5 or 6 meals a day, which is what we endorse, you can employ the strategy of food combining. We can have our protein fat meals and we can have our protein carb meals, which helps control our hormones better. With this protocol, if you're eating 3 big meals a day, you're gonna have to combine proteins, carbs, and fats to hit those calorie amounts with each meal. Now, of course, you could do 4 meals, but then you're almost doing exactly what you did before. What's the difference between 4 and 5 meals? You might as well just spread them out over the whole day and not have to eat as frequently. On
average, how much do you, Vince, have to spend on groceries and supplements for a week?
Man, that's a good question. I think we do about $175 to $200 a week.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We're gonna be looking at training volume today. We're gonna be asking the question, how many sets should you do? What makes sense based on your goal? Intensity is inversely related to volume. So basically, the more volume you do, the less intense the workout will be. The more intensity you do, the less volume you'll be able to handle. There's just no way around it. This is just a reality you must accept. And anybody who tries to do both, well, they're just kidding themselves. Now we're gonna take a look at a bunch of the different factors, different things we need to consider when we're figuring out how much volume we should do. So the first thing is that we also know sets are inversely related to reps. So the more sets you do, the less reps you'll be able to do. Doing 10 sets on bicep curls is not the same as doing 10 sets on squats. Your hormonal system, immune system, emotional system, your neural system are gonna be completely different when doing those workouts.
Most people take the limits of their vision to be the limits of the world. A few do not. Join them. Profound point. The life you see this very moment isn't necessarily the life of your future. Years ago, it was believed that no human being could ever break the 4-minute mile barrier. But a guy named Roger Bannister broke it in 1952. What's your 4-minute mile? What's the barrier where you need to crash through the quitting point?